is the Terror Golden.
Okay, that's the one I knew Eddie, but I didn't know the other two, Cooper and Marley.
Yep.
I really like the golden retriever.
Yeah.
Is that the pup?
Yeah,
See the puppy?
he's 10 months, 11 months old.
Oh, puppy.
Announcement.
Steven, you remember the first thing you ever said to me was, "Do you like dogs?" And it was on that one challenge.
Oh yeah, and then you go silent, and
No, Morgan goes, "Stop talking."
It's like, oh no, that's okay. I was just on a dog walk, I think, too. No, was that the first time? I think it was the challenge. I was at work, and it was like the blocks. There was like a 5x5 grid with pictures we had to memorize.
Yes,
and
that was that.
That was, or I think that maybe that was the first one. I don't remember, but I remember specifically you had said one of your questions that we had to ask, or what you came up with, was how many cocktails were on the thing. I was like, I like this girl. Because I was like, that's what I remembered. I was like,
see what I want to see.
Because that was one thing I immediately recognized on. I was like, oh, I know this one.
Speaking of cocktails, I need one. Good night, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Holy, what in the hell am I saying? Hi, welcome to Tribal. I told you I need a cocktail. I'm tired. Final four, exciting. Abby, you're in the final three. Cool, love that. How do you feel?
Good.
Slay. Her.
I can say more. Do you want me to say more? Or do you want to?
Are we going?
We're going. We're vroom, vroom, we're going. Is there is it make your thinking ability through this decision clearer, knowing that you cannot leave tonight?
No, this has been, I mean, I've been saying it for like the past 3 rounds, but it gets harder every fucking time. And like I've had the same it's not a secret. I've had the same allies for pretty much this whole game. And no tea. I told them today and I'll tell them again. I still had to think about whether I wanted to vote them out today. I think it's really just thinking about my game, and like I've been playing for myself, but I've also been playing to keep my 3 tight. And now it's getting to that point where it has to be way more selfish than usual. So things were definitely harder than I thought they were going to be today.
Kevin, obviously, final four, everyone has to weigh their options. Like, even if you work with somebody since day one, or you've had the people with a long time, as Abby alluded to, like, you still have to think about it. So where do you kind of balance threat level versus who you would trust taking you to that final 2 spot if you are here next round and don't want immunity?
You've just got to weigh every option. You have to look at each person, each iteration of the final 3, what your best chances are to either potentially win the challenge or who would take you to the end. You've just got to weigh everything, and that's what makes final 4 so rough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a tough round. But thinking, Steven, obviously these 3 have been in the game the whole time. You came back in at 6, but you're still here at 4. So do you think potentially you might be able to snake your way to final 3, given some of these people that have been here may have a potentially larger resume than you?
No, I don't. Which is I always say that it's a bummer, but I don't feel like that. I think Weez was probably right when they were talking about it. It's Kevin's the king, Abby's the queen, Brandon's the prince, and I don't know, the jester, I feel like, or the joker. I've tried to get along with everyone. I've been honest. With the exception of last round with Abby, and I did apologize. There were some background things that I was being told to do by someone, and that's why that happened. So ultimately, I don't think I have a chance, but Honestly, I like all three of them. I think they're all good people. I think they've all played a hard game. I just feel like some harder than others and some more deserving of others.
Brandon, talking about, Steven said playing harder, potentially playing more deserving, other people of that win at the end. Do you think, is jury threat a thought right now in your vote right now?
Yeah, most definitely. However, you got to get to the final two to be able to deal with the jury threat, right? And it is interesting. I'm a big believer. You make it to the final three, if you make it to the final two, if you make it to the final four, I think you believe you deserve to be there. That's my 2 cents on it. I think that we like to say maybe that we haven't lied about this thing and that thing. For example, somebody being told they were supposed to do something last round, i.e., Steven, love you to death, but we did talk about taking out Riazzo. We did not talk about taking out Abby. And so we did have that conversation today. I just think I've been very fortunate to have two people who I could be very open and honest with and very frank with, right? Abby has talked about, hey, I'll take you to the end because I think I can beat you. Kevin and I just had a very frank conversation the other day about him wanting to take me out, about me thinking about taking him out. It's been good to be able to play competitively and honestly with the people that you can be honest with, right? I think that everybody tonight knows where my vote's going to be. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for the opportunity that I've had to be a part of some strategy conversations and be a part of the game. And I am hopeful to keep on keeping on.
I'd like to interject before, not to get too crazy with all this stuff, but it's so comical that things can be spun in a way that's kind of questionably delusional, I think. I have receipts. I'd be happy to show everybody after the game is done. I can screenshot chats. Moral of the story is he's not wrong. We did talk about voting at Riazzo. I actually was going to defend Brandon because Riazzo took Brandon out. But then Brandon told me, no, let's sleep on it. We really shouldn't take Riazzo out. Let's get Abby. And then we slept on it, not obviously together, but we slept on it. And we came to the conclusion, and he was saying we should go for her. And I was saying, okay, we should go for her. And why wouldn't I if that's what he's saying? Weeks and weeks and weeks, he's been going along saying, I'm going to ride her coattails and then I'm going to take her out. That's going to be his big finale game move. I don't care. I mean, I'm outing your plan right now because you snaked us last time when it wasn't even what I wanted to do. It's annoyingly frustrating because it's I don't know. I feel like it's just why did it have to get to that point? Because I was also on board. It was unnecessary. It was kind of ridiculous. And it didn't need to be done. You can ask Kevin. I had told Kevin I would vote out Riazzo if you guys wanted to. They knew who I wanted to be with. And at the same time, it just, I don't know. I didn't feel like it needed to go to that point. And then you kind of took it there to kind of I don't actually know why you would do that, to be honest, but it doesn't matter now. I know I'm going. Sorry, guys, or sorry, jury. You're gonna see me here in a couple minutes or whatever. I don't feel like you're deserving of being here, Brandon. You've ridden everyone's coattails, and at the same time, I do think you're deserving of a fourth place. I don't feel like I'm deserving of fourth place. I'm deserving of a third place game. Kevin and Abby are deserving of being in the final two. And that's frankly all that's needing to be said.
All right, welcome. Everybody's entitled to their opinions, and I think we'll find out more down the road.
I mean, you're entitled to opinions, but you're also entitled to hear truth. And I that's frankly all that it is to be said. And you'll find it out later.
We will.
Wow. Okay. Any other laundry that needs to get hung up to dry before we go?
Well,
Anything else?
I was gonna end my time in my corset as fully corseted. And wait, are you asking for last minute thoughts or whatever? Or what are we doing?
Do whatever you just go for it. Whatever you feel you need to say.
Okay. Well, I have planned, since it's my last time here, my obituary, just like you guys might. So instead of saying anything, I just have something to show you. In the eyes. Oh no, it's blurry. Well, that didn't work out as well.
This might be the first time I ever say this, but would you like screen sharing privileges?
No, it's okay. Basically, it was just me showing my baby photos, saying I'll send them to the chat later. Pretty much, it was me as a baby with a head full of hair. Don't vote this big ass headed hairy baby out because he doesn't deserve to go yet. I also had a photo of me wearing a corset with a bow tie, destined to be in this game. And then finally, just a really sad looking Asian baby that you could adopt for what appears to be like 10 cents a day. So, and Brandon left. So I don't know why that made him leave.
I
So-
I think that's so beautiful.
well, it was blurry, so it wasn't that
No.
beautiful. In my head, it was gonna be a lot prettier.
Absolutely
But I,
iconic.
I just thought like I've been pretty true to everybody with the exception of the last vote with that because I told her I didn't know what I was doing and I did know what I was doing because obviously we've all just hammered that out. I've had good time with these people and I wanted to make them laugh one last time, so that was it.
I do think besides me, you are the funniest person on the cast. And I honestly really wish, like you said, I mean, like I feel like we really would have linked well together earlier. This super sucks. I don't want to vote you out, but I also don't want to vote out my allies. And like even if what you said is true about Brandon wanting to snake me at final three, Brandon would have to win immunity at final three. And
It's true.
And we all know how they've been doing at that.
That is very true.
Well, let's go to vote. You have 2 minutes tonight. Sorry, the arms of the angel took up a minute of that.
Yeah, now is still, as always, the time for shout outs.
I'll do a shout out. Thanks everybody. Hey, Emily, my number one chat, only one chat person, you rock. Thanks for being there when I was feeling down. And all the production, you guys have all been great. And jury, I will see you soon. And that was a thumbs up. Sorry if it was blurry. I didn't know how to undo blurriness on this. I really need to work on my tech savviness. Ruined my arms of an angel.
shout out to Kevin's wife, to Kevin's entire VL, to Kevin's dogs. Also shout out to the entire cast of Cutthroat 15. Hi Morgan.
No cross tribaling.
Okay, sorry.
Wait, Morgan got on All Stars?
I guess.
Oh.
Well, let's just hope you make the jury this time.
Ooh,
God, Buffy.
Oh,
jeez.
Morgan. Oh, and I don't own the copyright to that song, just so that Sarah McLachlan doesn't sue me.
Just tell her you'll spend 10 cents.
I'd probably adopt another dog. I mean, I do love them. So.
Also, I recommend joining the viewers lounge for Cutthroat 15, if nothing but to watch Kilby's intro video.
Okay, I have votes. Once the votes are read and a decision is final, the person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council immediately. Read the votes. First vote, Brandon. Steven, one vote Brandon, one vote Steven. Steven, that's 2 votes Steven, 1 vote Brandon, 1 vote left. 17th person voted out, 10th member of our jury, Steven.
Bye, guys. You guys have been great, especially too last week with my dog. I really appreciate all of you. That meant way more from everybody. That was awesome. Thanks, everybody. Good luck to everyone.
We love you, Steven.
I love you too.
Love
That's the Napoleon Dynamite. Cheers. I'm not breaking it this time. Bye, guys.
If he broke it, wouldn't that have just been a fitting ending? Like
the narrator adds
That would have been fantastic.
3 seconds after he went off camera, he probably broke the glass. Let's be real.
That would have been fantastic.
All right. Well, congratulations on making it to the final 3. Tomorrow night, you will compete in your final immunity challenge. And then Saturday night, one of you will become the final member of the jury. I'd say now officially we can say final tribal will most likely be Tuesday night, because I know Kevin and Abby are both not available Monday night. So, and at least one of the 2 of you will be in the final 2. So we're probably looking at a Tuesday night FTC at this point, but you know, things can change. So
Question, if I am in the final 2, would it be possible to bump 30 minutes so I'm back from volleyball on time?
I would like it to be a little later as well.
Oof, we love that.
we can do that. Yes.
Which sucks because it's going to be what, an hour and 10 minutes because each juror has 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, most of Prod's on the West Coast, so
Okay, well that's good.
it'll be
I'm starting my second job on Monday, and I train from 5 to 10 Central Time. So I will be out of on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Central Time. Meaning I'm out of the house from like 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Kevin, I don't think you have
Yowza.
to worry about final tribal council. I think you're good.
Oh,